So for today, we are starting with the first 20, and you guys have already been good even at the top 20. And so today is going to be fantastically easy to hopefully pull off the perfect paper. So we have a goal in our PLC group to get basics up. And you may recall, in fact, I know your original number of what you got on the first 20. And there was a lot of people who only knew like 8 out of 20 of these algebra skills. And now, this is the part where you should be way, way, way improved. I'm going to give you a little selection of things that we're going to make sure you remember, because if you had that problem on the ACT, it would be just embarrassing if you didn't know how to get a common denominator and put those together. So take a second, try that. Then here's a fraction over a fraction. Then here's a different one I'm going to make in blue. And last, let's try these 4. And I also have a math behind it that we're going to do, but I won't record that part. I'm going to pause for a second while I try these problems. The average when we took this the first time was 58%. Now you might be like, man, I can't believe I got this many wrong. Like, these are easy things, but it's easy to forget them. And we've worked on them a lot. So by the time you leave me here, I'm hoping our class average goes from 58% to like 98% on this topic. These set of easy ones. All right, for this first one, Dice of Destiny. Who should I call up? It is going to be a road. Lucky you. Tell me how you do this. How do you get a common denominator for these?
Sorry, what?
Do you know how to do this?
Yeah.
Excellent. Tell me what to do. Yep.
In that case, it'd be 14.
All right. So multiply this fraction by what and what? Okay, good. And this one over here? All right. And then that makes 6/14 plus 35/14, which makes 41/14, I think. Did I mess anything up there? Did you guys get 41/14? All right, good. Okay, next one, fraction over fraction. And the reason this one matters so much is that you're going to have a ton of this with like sine over cosine, which you probably don't know what that is right now. Does anybody know what sine over cosine is? Yes. It's trig.
I just know what it is.
Okay, but do you know what it's equal to? Okay, it's equal to tangent. You guys don't know that yet, but when you have tangent, it's the same exact thing as sine over cosine. And then secant is 1 over cosine. So see, our problems are going to look like this in second semester. So if you don't know how to do a fraction over a fraction, what are you going to do when there's trig all over the place? All right, so, but these are pretty easy. You just take the bottom and you flip it over and you put it on the top upside down. So it flips. Instead of 3 over 14, it's 14 over 3. Then you look for places you can cancel stuff, like here. Do you get this 14? Replace it with, if you can factor it, you should. And then this cancels this. So now it's 2 times 2 is 4 over 3. 4/3 is your final answer. Who had 4/3 on that one? Okay, awesome. Again, I know you guys have gotten these down mostly, but it depends on who I'm talking about. I bet you there's some of you that get the perfect 20 out of 20. And there's others that'll still get like a C on this. Well, it used to be the average was an F. So if I can get you guys up to an average of like a A-, that'd be fantastic. All right, this, if you can factor it, you should. 9 times 2 over 10 times 2. And this x to the third, I like to do it this way for kids that don't totally understand this. I'm surprised at how many kids struggle with this. I get it. It's subtracting the exponents, but then you're like, is it 4? Is it negative 4? Is it on top? Is it on the bottom? But if you just write it out like I just did, it's so easy. There, everything cancels like that. And it's just 9 over 10x to the fourth. See how easy that is? And yes, it is subtract. And yes, it is a power of 4, but it's on the bottom. If you put the x to the fourth on the top, that'd be wrong. Now, in case you remember it, that is the same as x to the negative fourth on the top. It's just you can never leave negative exponents in a problem, so you have to bring them to the bottom. And they can't stay on the top. And the final answer has to be 10x to the fourth on the bottom. Okay, so there's a few topics. Oh, one more. This one. Dice of Destiny. Who am I talking to? Row 4. Person 4. And Maya, that's you today. No, wait. Wrong hour. Dang it. I was looking at my seating chart instead of the people. Clara, that's you today. Correct. Do. And this one, I bet money, more people get this one wrong than any other one we just did. Because of the whole gotta do it in the right order thing. And also just people are like, what do you want me to do? Well, the only thing you can do is to multiply this all out. Now this can go with this because they are like terms. So I'm not doing a lot of things. I'm just copying them down. You know, like here, copied it down. Here, copying this down, bringing this down. The only thing I'm doing is the stuff I circled in blue here. That and that makes -1. So I'm going to put that at the end, -1. And then, what can I do in there? I can't do anything. They're not like terms. I can't put them together. So I can multiply this out, though. Your final answer is -4x minus 2. Okay. It's the little things in math that get you in the middle of a hard problem. So this one's just too easy, I'll be honest. But we committed as a pre-calc team that we were going to see how high we could get your scores on this. And we do it one more time during this week. So that's what we're going to do this for this hour. You're going to take it for 20 minutes. When you're done with it, if your score is awesome, you're done. Then tomorrow, we're going to do more stuff with the top 20, and those are way harder. So today's just a super easy day. And so for anybody who's absent today, which there is a couple, make sure that you take that top 20, that first 20. But weirdly, you have to take it in class under my supervision, because if you take it at home, you could totally just get your big brother to take it for you, and I won't know whether you actually know these things or not. If you take it in class with me here right now, I know nobody's helping you. All right, so don't do this except when you come back to class if you're sick today. All right, and that's all I got for you for today.